Hi friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to the Speed of Life. I'm excited to be here today because we are going to be making a bracelet from my stash. So I have collected different things here and there, well mostly stuff from Sam's and stuff from Danielle that we're using today, but I found some things super unique. Well, I found a couple things that are super fun and unique, but this one item is very unique and I've never seen it anywhere. But you guys need to tell me in the comments if you've seen these before other than shopping at Sam's, because I've never seen them and I'm so excited to use them. And I think we're gonna make a bracelet and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. I'll be right back. Okay friends, so let's start out with a few things. First I have these are resin rings that are coated in copper. I have a copper clasp, a large lobster clasp. I have a couple copper crimp tubes. I have my antique brass color by Softflex metallics in a medium, which is equivalent to 49 strand. And here it is, very, very nice. I have some of these copper potato chip beads, wavy spacers. And I've had these in my stash for a while. I do believe these came from Bead Box Bargains. I think probably last year when they had them. I haven't seen them in a while. And I was just on their website tonight because they were doing a really big sale. So I stocked up on some stuff that I wanted. But that brings me to some of the other things we'll be using. So these are like little drops. On Danielle Wicks's website, I think she calls them berry beads. I will look for them and make sure I link them for you. But they're just like little teeny weeny little briolets. Let me see if I can get them on here. Look at how tiny they are. They are so super tiny. And they're in like this really pretty gold and white and, you know, like a deep rust. And some of them have an AB coating, some of them don't, but they're really, really cute. And I really like them a lot. They're a very different shape than I'm used to being something that small. So we have those. And we have some cube spacers. These are 2.5 millimeter. I got these from Sam's. And they're just your little copper cubes, but they're gonna be perfect. We need them. I got some multi-gem faceted rounds, and a lot of it is chrysoprase. So here it is, very pretty. It kind of looks like there's some blue goldstone in there as well, but just a lot of really pretty colors. And it's very shiny. So that's pretty. And then this is like the coolest thing right here. So these are fancy jasper, which is Indian agate, and these are cut into pyramids. So they are like 10 by something that is cut off. But anyway, they are pyramids. And that one has there we go. How cool is that? So we're going to want to use those today. I've been hanging on to them for a few weeks now. And I think today is the day that we need to use them. And I'm thinking about making a pair of earrings to go with this. So we might be doing that as well. But I do definitely want to make a bracelet. I've been really into like some of the chunky bracelets lately. I've been making a lot more of the smaller bracelets, like the smaller beads, but some of these big chunky ones are just fantastic. And I think we're going to, start out with these in like a couple of these in the middle. And I brought these in because I thought these would be kind of cool to have them like strung on the middle, like put our potato chip spacer on. I'm going to save a couple of them. Let's say probably, let's say one for the end of the bracelet, probably one for the earring. Okay, yeah. So I thought if we put like some of these on in the middle, just these like little rings, that this would be kind of cool looking. So let's string that on and then string on this pyramid. See, so it kind of gives us like bulky, like twisted metal look on the inside, which is really kind of cool. And I think I like that a lot. So we're going to do that. Let's cut this open. And this one I'm trying to stick more with the greens in here because the black is really pretty, but or the blue, whatever that is, but I'm not looking to use that. I'd really like to stick with the greens. And all the shades of the greens. So just bringing those out. I'm not sure how many of these we'll need, but I want to pull quite a few off just in case. All right, so if we have that centered, and I'm thinking that it would be really cool to do another one. Like I'm gonna want a pair of these for earrings. So we could do like 2 more, but they won't have this probably going on in it. So then I want to do this little bead, one of our green ones. Well, this one's kind of white, but that's okay. And then this one. And then I want to bring in some of these. So I want this to be kind of like, you know, like off the side. We might not even need these rings for the earrings. I don't even know how I'm going to do the earrings yet. But I kind of want it to be like a focal and a focal and a focal and then our clasp, right? So that's what we're going to try to do. And what I want to do here is just bunch up some of these. So I just want to grab like basically the yellows and the orange. And just kind of squeeze those all together. Those are really fun. And I'm not really concerned about colors, which colors by each other or anything like that. Doesn't really matter to me. Maybe we'll even put a couple clear ones in there. Why not? But these are a lot of fun. And they'll just give a little bit of that texture in between each one. And I think it'll be really cool. So we used 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 there. So let's do the same thing on this side. We need one of these. One of these. And here we go. And then we need 10 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. See, that looks cute. I really like that. All right, and then we will do this again. So I think what we'll do though is we will put on, we definitely need to put on one of these. One of these. And another cube. And then let's grab a pyramid, a little potato chip bead, spacer, 2 of the rings, a spacer, and then another pyramid. See, that looks really cool. I think it looks really cool. And then we'll do this guy, one of these little guys, and we'll do the same thing over here. I'm kind of wanting to bulk this up a little bit. And I keep looking at it and thinking about it. Like I almost want to run another cord through here, another thread through here, and do this little thing twice and just make it really like bulky. So we might do that. Okay, yeah. So I think that if we did that, that would look really super cool. So I think maybe we will. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab another strand. And I'm just going to run this through here. I think it'll fit through everything twice. I'm hoping it will because I just cut it. Oh, I don't think it will. Shoot. That would have been such a cool idea. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. We can use these for earrings or another bracelet. All right, so let's see where this is. You know, the more I'm thinking about it, I kind of want these closer together. So I'm going to just, now that I have it all put together, I want to just pull this apart real quick. And I love the way those little beads look, but sometimes when you get it on, you're like, okay, you know what? I love that. But I think because of the way these are shaped, they might look better closer. So let's go ahead and do that. I am really bummed I can't get 2 wires through there. You know what I could do too is I can make one really cool like dangle with some of those little beads too. Yeah, see, I think this is going to be better. I think they were too spaced apart. And like I thought it was a cool idea, and I think it is a cool idea. I just think it would have looked better if the beads were like not shaped the way they're shaped. But because these are so cool looking, like I didn't want to, you know, I think that's better. Let's put it on here and let's see what we think. Yeah, I like that a lot better. That's really cool. All right, so that's going to be like our main part of our bracelet. And then I think what we could do is maybe we could definitely do just do the little copper one here. And then let's grab some of these. Like maybe we'll do like 3. Three of these little berry beads. I have Lucy hair everywhere, you guys, and I just changed out all my mats. She is just such a stinker. Between her and Cheeto, like getting up here, they just want to be up here. And then let's do that again. Yeah, look, I like that. That is so cool. That's so much better. Okay, let's do that. Yep, that's exactly it, guys. We got it figured out. That's gonna look really cute. All right, so then let's do this one. Let's grab some more of these little beads. And another one of these. I really want that one. There it is. Yeah, so cool. So cool. I've been sitting here thinking about how I want to do the earrings, and I'm sure I'll figure something out. We'll get something figured out. And I'm just thinking about it. And I think we might use that cord or that stringing wire that I just cut, because I think that would be very handy. All right, we're getting close to the end. And so now we need, oh yeah, now we need 3 more of these little guys. And a copper. So I'm kind of bringing you guys a little more earth tones today. I know I've been doing a lot of really bright colors, but I'm really excited about summer and spring. So you can't blame a girl for wanting to bring all the brights in. But today we're doing something a little more earthy. Yeah, and I think that would be good. And honestly, like, we could probably lose the copper beads, so let's do that. And then let's go ahead and do our crimping and everything. And I'm going to crimp my clasp and my ring right onto my strand. So I'm looking for right now, oh, I wanted to tell you guys, I did get some Coriana chain in my Etsy store. I got it in gunmetal and antique bronze, but it's priced a little bit different. It was a lot more expensive than the gold and the silver, so it is priced by foot. I did want to let you know that, but it is a little more pricey. So I'm going to keep looking for something with a better deal, and I only bought a little bit since it was so pricey. So, you know, definitely check it out if that's something you're looking for. Sometimes all you need is a foot of chain, you know, like if you were planning on doing like some bracelets out of it, you would probably want 2 feet if you were doing a full necklace, but it's, like I say, it's pricey. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not the same pricing as the gold and the silver, which I got a much better deal on. So I am still looking for a better deal on that, and I'm also looking for antique copper, so I will let you guys know when I find that. And also when I do find a better deal, if I still have stock of the ones I currently have because people felt it was too expensive, I will then be able to average that out with the new ones, with the new stock, and we'll be able to drop the price down. So just be on the look for that. You know, if you're wanting to check it out and see if it's something that, you know, is still feasible for you, by all means, go right ahead. I've also been putting some like bead soup by color mixes up there. I sold 2 already. I have 2 left. And it's, the ones I have left are 6-ounce packages, and I did weigh them. It's like a lot of beads, you guys. And the way I priced it was like $5 an ounce, which is actually really inexpensive for a mix of beads. And it's glass, Czech glass, gemstones. I mean, pretty much anything. I mean, you guys know the kind of stuff I've been getting, right? And some of it is like bead soup from like some past boxes, you know? So, you know, you're going to get good beads for me. So those are out there too. All right, so here's our bracelet. This turned out really cute. Let's try it on and see how it looks. I'm going to take my other one off so it's not competing with it. Oh yeah, I do like this a lot. That is really cool. Show you in a second here, guys. Very, very, very unique. That is so cool. What do you guys think? Do you like it? That is really cool. I'm excited about that. All right, so let's work on doing a pair of earrings. So I do have some extra bead string and wire here and here. And now I'm thinking about doing like, I was thinking about just hanging this from like doing like a loop, you know, like you do the beaded loop or like this. But if I do that, then I'm going to want to hang it like this. But I'm also thinking of just hanging it from the bottom, or even just doing, well, I kind of want to do like a beaded loop like this and have that like in the middle. Let me look at something here. So I have, you know what? I wonder if this would work. Where are those? I have these really cool, like little copper bales. And I wonder if I did like this on the end of a bale and maybe strung this through. I think that would look really cool. I don't know, guys. You know what? Let's give it a shot. So I'm going to need another piece about this long, and we'll probably trim that way back. All right, so we need that. I need a couple head pins. I'm going to use a couple ball head pins. And I think on the bottom of these, we're going to do like, we'll do like one of these little copper guys. And we'll do a couple of these spacers like back to back like this. And then put this on. Just so it kind of gives the bottom a little something other than just being flat. So it'll look like that. I think that'll look cool. And then why don't we put one of these little green beads on top of it. Like so. Yeah, that looks cool. All right, and now I'm gonna get my round nose pliers. Let's go ahead and make this into a loop. We'll do like a little wire wrap loop, but we're gonna wire wrap it right onto this bale. I kind of just want to do the earring just like this. Like we don't need to do a bunch of other stuff, right? Because the ear wire, honestly, these would be cute, just little short earrings. You know what? We're doing that. We're not even using this wire. We'll use it for something else. We're just going to make little short earrings. And that'll be fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. And they won't have the berry beads on them, but that's okay. Sometimes we just want little short earrings. And these are really short, really modern looking, just a lot of fun. Yeah, we could trim that off. And there is one of our earrings. That looks really cool. I like this just the way it is. I like it. All right, awesome, 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 awesome. All right, so let's do the other one the same way. Oh, these are cute. These are adorable little earrings, you guys. I love them. Oh my gosh. These could almost be like a super ultra modern Christmas tree. Love them. They're so cool. I really do feel bad because I really kind of want to make something like substantial with these. Like maybe we should do like a little mini beaded tassel to do like a dangle on here. You know what? Let me see what I can dig up. We have some time. We might as well, right? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I have never done like a little like tassel like this before. So we're going to see what we can figure out. Hold on one second. My camera looks weird. Okay, that's better. I was a little blurry for a second. I had to figure that out. So I have this really cool orange 1G thread. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to go ahead and like tie it onto the bottom of this and just do some tassels. And like, look, check this out. I found this and it'll fit like perfectly over top of that. And it'll look so cool. So let's just undo our 1G here. All right, I'm going to grab a needle. Some of my needles have just seen their better days. And then I have these really nice brand new ones that are like so shiny, but I'm like, I'm going to keep using my ones that are like this. Why not? It's well loved. Or overworked, depending on how you see it. All right, so we got that through there. And let's go ahead and just do like a little knot on here. We're going to have a little bit of a tail, but that's okay. I'm going to cut that off eventually. But let's just put this on real quick. I'm hoping this will work out for me. I think it will, especially once we get that bead cap on there, that cone cap. I think it'll work out pretty well. Now, why in the world did I do it that way? You guys. Hold on. My needle's got to be on the other side of this. All right. So my needle needs to be on the other side. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't knot it yet. Oh, how would I do that then? Let me think. Let me think for a second. I know there's got to be a way. Still thinking, guys. Trying to use my brain here. Come on, get on there. Okay, I bring you guys back on so you can watch me spend 20 minutes threading a needle. Oh my goodness. Did I get it? No. So while I'm doing this, let me entertain you with a story today. So it's Friday. It's the Friday before Memorial Day, and my work is closed for like a 4-day weekend for it. So today's like the first Friday I've had off in a while, and been home for it. So I decided that I really wanted to like deep clean my living room because like I know my cats are like all over behind the couch and everything all the time. And you know, the fur just builds up, right? So I'm like, well, while I'm doing that, I'm going to rearrange them too because I have one that's a love seat and one that's a regular couch, and they both have reclining seats. So I'm like, Shane and I like to sit. We usually had the love seat because they had like the middle console, which we don't even use the middle console for anything. But we both like to sit like across from the TV, so we're sitting on the other end of the living room. But I really wanted to kind of like, you know, give give my other furniture the equal opportunity of wear and tear. So I decided to make our seats the bigger couch, and I moved the love seat off to the side. And as I was doing this, like I'm looking around at my living room and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have everything pulled out to the middle. I have all the rugs removed, and I am just in shock by the amount of cat and dog fur that I had underneath my couch, and like frankly embarrassed. But I also found like at least a dozen beads. I don't know if they're from me or if the cat's bringing them out there because they found them. It could be really anything. And then I also found 60 cents. I made 60 cents today. I got 2 quarters and a dime. So I got paid well for my job. All right, so we're not going to make the tassel super long because it's going to be on a bracelet. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, you know what? I can cut this off. You guys, like I said, I'm off. It's Friday and I'm off. So my brain is not braining. I can cut this off and I can tie this end to here. If any of you have been screaming this at me, I do apologize. I cannot hear you. So try to be louder next time, okay? I just all of a sudden, like it just light bulb went off on my head, and I'm sure you guys saw that my room got brighter because the light bulb did go off on my head. All right, so let's do that. I'm like, Jody, it's not real. I don't even know why I was thinking it was that hard. Like, I'm like, why am I not being able to like think about this? So let's do a nice little double knot here. Whoops. Let's try that again. And my son stayed overnight last night. He did my husband's brakes on his car for him. And so this morning I got to take him out for breakfast, and him and I got to go have breakfast together. It's one of the things my son and I would do quite often. We'd go, especially when it was just him and I, like before I met Shane, and you know, like after the divorce and Ashley was off to college. A lot of times it was just me and my son, and I really cherished those times together. Those, you know, I love one-on-one time with my kids. I love having my kids together, but that one-on-one time is so nice that I don't know, it means the world to me. All right, so this is about how long our tassel is going to be. I used 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those little beads. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to alternate like using one of these little beads, and we'll use a couple copper ones. So let me grab this one, and we're just going to do like we normally do with a tassel, like from seed beads. I'm going to go skip my little bead at the end here and just go back up through my little beads. And now what we're doing at the top is going to be very different because we don't have a brick stitch up here, right? So we're just going to pull this through, and we're going to figure this out because it really can't be that hard to do this. All right, so now we got the one. Oh, it looks cute. And then I think what we'll do is we'll go through our little eye pin here. And let's just do one little knot like that. Just so we know our thread is not going to go anywhere. It doesn't have to be like a super tight knot. And maybe I will go through one more time. Oops, my thread's getting caught on my tools. There we go. Let's do our next one. So we use 10. See, how many did I have in here? That's 7, 8, 9. One more is 10. And on the bottom of this one, let's do a little copper bead. And then let's just go right back up through our little berry beads here. And I'll check to see like how many different things I can find. And if I can even find like those potato chip spacers at another location, I will definitely do that for you. I'll find them for you and link them. But honestly, the best place I found them was Bead Box Bargains. You just sometimes have to wait for them to be in stock. And then I think if we did one more, let me see if that's too chunky. Actually, I think that's probably about enough there. That looks cute. I'm happy with that. I mean, I feel like we could do one more. Why don't we try to do one more? And maybe this one, what we'll do is we'll put a couple, oops, I took my needle off. We'll put a couple copper beads at the top so it's smaller. And then we'll do the rest of our little beads that we're doing. Or maybe we should give some of those extra little green beads a chance. Because that could look cute too. Mixed in there since we have it all mixed in together on the bracelet. Sorry, guys. Really not wanting to have to restring it several times. Let me see if I can pause this and restring it. All right, well, I know you will believe this. The minute I paused the camera and I picked up my needle, the thread went through right away. So, yeah. I think it's mocking me. All right, let's put one more little strand on here. But this time we're going to go ahead and do like our copper beads and these guys. But let's do a couple copper beads first. So we're going to do 2, 3, 4, and this might be a different length. So we're going to try this. 5. Let's see what 6 gives us. Now let's throw that little bright green one on there. Give it like a little pizzazz, shall we? There we go. He wants a home. Okay, so let's see how long this one is. Okay, see, I'm glad I did that because so with using those beads, that one's long enough. But then I got this really cool idea. I thought about like putting one of these on the ends of that one just to have like a little bit longer of a dangle. Let's just see what it looks like. So that means we would probably need one more here. Maybe one, let's see. And then one more on the other side. Yep, I think that's actually going to work. Let's see. If it doesn't look good, we can take it apart. I just thought it'd be cool to have one of those hanging from there. All right, let's pull that all up. I want it to hang correctly here. Maybe what I needed was some 15 O's because that's not going to hang right. That's okay. You know what? It's all good. Let's go ahead and take that one back off. I don't need to go grab any 15 O's. We're just going to do it the way we were planning on it. And take it off. I'm just going to follow my needle back through where I was and just pull it out. Did I not go through everything? Or did I end up going through my thread? All right, needle's coming off. And let's pull this out. Boy, you guys get to see all kinds of like little weird stuff with me, don't you? All right, so now we can pull these off. Let's pull these off here. And then let's put this back on. And I'm hoping I don't struggle with it this time. I really don't want to. There we go. All right. There's our third little strand. And let's put one of these cute little guys on at the end. Let's do a little white one. And now we can go back up through our little strand of beads all the way up. And let's pull that through. All right, now we can go ahead and do our knot. Oh, this is cute, you guys. I'm glad I decided to do this as like a little dangle. And I know it's extra time, but you know, sometimes you just need that one little extra piece that's going to really complete your whatever you're making. All right, let's cut our strands off here because we don't need that anymore. We're just gonna get really close. Cut that off. So cute. All right, and then we can put our little cap on. Oh yeah, look guys, look how cute this little tassel is. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I love it. That one I think I pulled too tight. It was kind of curling. There we go. All right, and now let's go ahead and put one of these little beads on top. It may not fit. It doesn't. That's okay. We can do a little copper one. And then let's do our wire wrap loop. And we will put it right on this part of our clasp. And then I will put the bracelet back on. We'll try on the bracelet and then I'll flip this around and we'll see my short little earrings. Every now and then you got to make a short pair, right? So that all of our people who like short earrings can be happy too. So if you don't have all the same things I do, because I don't think the pyramid beads are still available at Sam's, you know, just find some other fun bulky beads that you have like that Maybe you have some really cool Czech glass shapes that you can use. It would be really cool with like a pair with like the maple leaves, because those are kind of like a more like one side's like a wider shape than the other. So that would be kind of cool. And then also too, whatever, like if you have like daisy spacers, because if you don't have the same kind of spacers as I do, that's fine too. You can definitely use like little daisy spacers, but this turned out really cute. And then you can use regular seed beads if you want. You don't need to use the same things that I have, but if you do want some of these things, check the description in this video, and if I can find the exact same things that I have, then I will link them. Otherwise, I can even link some suggestions for you if you're interested in that. I've been trying to do that lately with some of the things, like if it's out of stock somewhere where I got it, I try to give you other suggestions. Look at the little tassel. That turned out so cute. All right, I'm going to flip you guys around and put these earrings on. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to put a little light on the subject here, but here they are. See, they're really short. Aren't they cute? And here's the other one. I think they turned out great. I hope you guys liked this one. This was a lot of fun for me. Really kind of using beads that I've never used before in my life. I mean, I've used the small pyramid ones, you know, like little Czech glass ones, but these are so big and chunky. And then I think I really love the way this turned out. All right, guys, tell me what you think. I will talk to you all again soon, and I hope you have the most lovely weekend. Bye, everyone.